Hello and welcome. If you're watching this video, you're ready to start adding color to your tracing. So you already have a photograph, you already have a piece of white paper, and you already have your tracing. Now what we're going to do is we're going to move from there. We're going to take the tracing layer and we're going to duplicate it, duplicate that layer, and we're going to make a copy of it. I'm going to put that copy down near the bottom. I'm going to take it and lock it, and I'm going to shut the eye off. That's a backup in case something goes wrong with my trace copy. Now I have my trace copy up on top and I have white paper. I still want that white paper because I want to be able to see white at certain times. And I'm going to make another layer. So I'm going to go new layer over here. And I'm going to call this one color. So this is the layer I'm going to be throwing color. And there may be additional color layers. But we'll start here. So I'm going to put trace on top of color. So I have trace, color, white, and the background. Now let's make believe the trace copy doesn't exist. Now we're going to start applying color. For control, I like to make selections of areas. So I'm going to take my magic wand tool. It's set at standard 32, and I'm going to be clicking onto the area of the face. Now here, you'll notice when I select, it selects everything, but it also selected inside the eyebrow. It did that. Let's zoom in here, because there's a little space here. So if you have any little gaps in anything, please feel free to get your brush with an appropriate size. So then you can take it and you can correct any little gaps or holes you might have. And if you don't do it right, do it right. So here we go. And so that'll clear up that area. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it, I'm going to use my magic wand tool, I'm going to select here the upper part of the face. I'm going to hold on to the shift key so I can add to the selection. Select the eye under the glass, the eye, and I'm going to select the face. I could also select the neck if I see that as part of the same colors that I want to use, but I don't. So now I've taken this selection and I'm going to save the selection. Go up to select, up at the top and hit save selection, which is a really important thing to do, and I'm going to call this selection face. And I'm going to hit OK. Now I'm going to take and get off the trace layer and move down to the color layer. Now this takes some focus. You have to manage your layers. Now I'm going to decide what color to put down on her face. Now if you don't know how to select the color, here's the wonderful thing. Photoshop's going to help you out. I'm going to shadow off the white paper layer, and I'm going to go over to the color picker, and I'm going to sample the face of the model here, and I'm going to sample, let's say, a middle ground, something around her cheek area. And you notice we get a nice middle color here, and it's in the orange family. I often tell all my students that everyone is orange. I don't care what color you think your skin is, because we all fall in the hue of orange when we look at the scale. So I've got a base color for her face. And now I'm going to go back. I'll turn this on here so I can just see color. I'm going to take, I can do it a couple of ways. I can take a brush and I can apply it, or I can hit fill, but I'm going to go with the brush just to feel that experience. And I can put it, and notice because we've made a selection, we're not putting paint everywhere, and we can be kind of, loose as we do it and not worry too much. Once you put a base color down, you are ready to then start looking for values and how to model the face.